is a slice of reality. You could have the best training sessions in the universe. Your clients could be just, wow, on fire, brilliant, remembering, saying, practicing, doing all the right things, saying all the right things. Fantastic, brilliant, wow. And then when they're interviewed, something happens. They freeze, they forget. Or even if they don't freeze or forget, really important things to you and your client are cut out of the interview. How can you mitigate any of these things happening? Well, okay, let's go back to basics. The purpose of media training and what you're doing with your clients is to get some sort of success. Your definition of success and their definition of success includes things like getting key messages across, getting people to know about this one really important thing. These talking points have to be mentioned. This one point of information, this figure, this something needs to be put out there. I invite you to reframe success. Here's what I mean. 1, you're not in control. Nobody is. Even if your client does a brilliant job, the media outlet could cut things. Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you something. Things really do go wrong when they go wrong. I remember a time when a colleague of mine forgot to press record. It's not funny. It was terrible. It was terrible because we had a weekly program. It had to be filled and it had to go out on time. You know what it's like, 300 million people. I mean, yeah, no joke. So he forgot to press record. And the guest didn't live where we were. They'd flown in. I mean, it was just a disaster. My point is that, yeah, things can go wrong, but let's not go there. This is not the kind of thing that is going to happen with you and your client, right? But there are other things, keywords, phrases, things that cut, they forget, they freeze. There's one thing that they can do that in my book means that it was successful. Interest. If your client is able to interest people in whatever it is that's happening in their company, in the thing that they're talking about, then they have succeeded. Because if people are interested, they will go off and inform themselves. How many times have you caught a bit of an interview and gone, oh, I must check that out because that sounded really good because it was relevant to you. And you've gone off and Googled keywords, the person, the thing, and you found out more. I've done this loads of times. This is why interest is the anchor word. It is the word to go to. If your client has managed to interest the audience, the journalist, you're ahead of the game. You can relax those shoulders, exhale, and just breathe. All is well as long as they interest people, even if they forget a ton of information. All is not lost.